welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about the psychic abilities you have. So for this reading, I've got 4 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to. After you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below, which you can use to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly what psychic abilities you have. All right, so let's get straight into it. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what psychic abilities you have. All right, so we have Mabon, which is a justice. We have Beltane, which is the lovers. We have Mother of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And Yule, which is Death. Okay, interesting. So with the Death card coming up for you here, I'm really getting, and you guys can see with all these people here, like the partners and stuff, I feel like one of the psychic abilities you guys possess, pile 1, is the connection with your ancestors. I feel like because with Death here, ancestors are always in the other land, and you guys can see over here as well with this Mabon here, there are two two areas, you can say. Like there's one portion of the cards like all light and everything, the other is like, you know, underground and all of that stuff. So there's this duality here. Similarly with the Beltane here, corresponded by the Lovers card, which is corresponded by the sign of Gemini. That is also kind of telling me that, you know, because Gemini is duality, so you have this connection with the other world. All right, you have a connection with the spirits that have long passed. I mean, there are all sorts of spirits in this world, like in the other realms. There are different kinds, right? But I feel like your connection or your psychic abilities are connected to your ancestors, first of all, and the people who have lived on this earth as human beings and have long passed. All right, not like the other, like I'm not getting this message right now by looking at these cards that, you know, your psychic powers are connected to the angels or of any of those beings. I'm seeing more like, you know, your ancestors and humans, more like human spirits, you know. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm really seeing that. On the other hand, I'm also seeing that you guys have this, you guys get really vivid dreams, or you guys get these visions of people, or you guys get messages from people who have long passed. I don't want to say dead because I don't know, it just sounds morbid. So don't want to, you know, carry any dark energy on this channel. So that's why I'm just saying that people who have long passed, but you guys can understand that with the Death here, like there's major transformative energy to you guys. I feel like because we have the Death card here. So I feel like these experiences have really transformed you. You can easily connect with spirits from the other side. It just happens. Sometimes it happens involuntarily, because that's how psychic abilities operate at times. You know, because sometimes you just don't want that. You don't want those experiences, but then they come, right? So it's the same thing with you guys. And you guys can see the other 2 cards remaining, they're of the earth as well. So this clearly tells me that one thing is that your element or your connection with the earth, with the soil especially, you know, that is the thing I'm getting, because earth, the element of earth, pertains to everything material. That includes wealth, that includes every single beautiful thing out there. But I feel like when it comes to you guys, your connection lies with the soil itself, you know, with clay, with the soil. So I feel like you guys really do well when you are maybe, you know, you feel really happy when you're just walking barefoot on the earth. Sometimes you prefer like even the grass not being there. Even if it's there, you guys are like okay with it, but you know, you just prefer bare earth. And a lot of times, if you guys practice some rituals or something, some sort of spells, all of that stuff, that is also like you do it like your spells are more potent when you're using the element of earth in them. So I'm really sensing that you have this connection with the spirits, and with your ancestors, because you guys can see with this card here, there's this some sort of a union happening, some sort of a connection being formed. So this clearly tells me that you guys have this connection. So I feel like you guys are easily able to connect to your ancestors. If there's a loved one that has passed for you guys, Pile One, you would notice that as compared to the other members of your family, you are the one who is more sensitive to that person's energy, the one who has passed, right? You would be getting random messages from them if they're still here. If their spirit is still here, you will get messages from them. And if their spirit's not here, even like in your dreams, they show up all the time. And oftentimes, you are the one conveying the messages of your ancestors to the rest of your family. So you guys have this deep connection. Not only that, but you are able to connect with other spirits, like I'm saying, other spirits as well. So a lot of times, sometimes other people, like maybe for example your friend, okay, some loved one of your friend passed or something, right? So that friend would also come and ask you for help. Like if they want to connect with their ancestors, they would also come and ask you for help. They'll be like, can you kind of connect to them and ask them if they're okay? Can you tell me how they're doing? Like you get these, you have that connection. Not everybody else has this connection around you. I feel like it's with you guys. And I'm also getting this when I'm looking at this card, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Normally this card upright kind of talks about, person doing the work, but as I'm looking at this card right now for you guys, in terms of your reading, I'm just getting this message of underground, something you working like underground. So this kind of tells me that you guys are working with spirits who are in a different world, and I feel like with this card also that some of you guys are doing this involuntarily, like your psychic abilities are purely natural, purely gifted. You didn't do anything to hone them. You didn't do anything to kind of, improve upon them. You were just born with this gift. Sometimes I feel like it also feels like a curse to you guys because it really messes you up psychologically, mentally, emotionally. It really messes you up because sometimes you hear stories, you get to know things, because you have such a strong connection, you're able to sometimes feel what the spirit is feeling. You getting visions is one thing, Pile One, but you are also able to kind of sense emotions. So that also kind of really messes you up. So that's why I'm saying that some of you guys, you find it more of a curse as compared to a gift, because it's not easy dealing with the people who are no longer here. Their emotions, whatever they've been through. A lot of times you also get to know how those spirits were betrayed by their loved ones. They were cheated upon, they were lied to, stolen from, all of that stuff, like all the injustice that took place. And I feel like with the Justice card here, that's what you're here for. Like that's another part of your, that's another reason why you have this gift. It's because probably because when you do wrong with anyone, you say, because your connections with the ancestors, so that's what I'm going to use as an example. Suppose one of your ancestors was wronged by some member of the family, okay? And they're not able to pass, they're not at peace, their soul is not at peace. So that, and because of that, that person who did them wrong is also not okay, because karma's gonna come back sooner or later. Whenever the universe kind of deems it right, then karma's gonna come to people, but of course it comes to everyone, right? So that relative who did them wrong, they're not doing so well, right? And they're not able to understand what is going on. Why is everything going so wrong all of a sudden in their lives, right? That is when this spirit is going to contact you and be like, tell them to kind of, send me an offering or something, or kind of ask for my forgiveness or something of that sort. And only then, the whole their bad karma is going to be lifted and their life will go back to normal. So I feel like you are also there acting as a bridge between both worlds, and you are there because I feel like also with this justice card here, I feel like another thing you guys have is another role that you have to play on this earth is to bring a justice to the souls that have been wronged. You know, souls that were wronged and then they left, people who were wronged and then they left, those souls are the souls that require justice. I feel like you guys play a major role in helping them get justice, because that's why maybe you have such a strong connection with the other side, and you're able to sense spirit even before anybody else can. So let's see what else we have. We have Three of Pentacles here. That triangle thing coming through, that support thing coming through, connection coming through. So that's there. And then we have the Devil. We have the Stars, the Emperor, and we have the Chariot. Okay, see Chariot here as well. You know that in the normal Rider-Waite tarot deck, the Chariot is like, you know, this person holding on to two horses. One is white and one is a black, right? Similarly with the Chariot here, you are kind of holding on to two worlds. Pile one, this world, the material physical world, and then there's a spiritual plane that you have one foot in there and you have one foot here. So there is, and we have also have the Devil here. That's another kind of a dual thing, because in the Devil card, the Devil is kind of, you know, has its chains around two people. So that's the whole thing. I feel like your psychic abilities is literally like, you know, connecting to the other world and then having a connection with this world as well. So I feel like it takes a lot of your energy out. You are literally like a beacon, a Pile one. You are literally like this beacon of hope for the spirits who were wronged. You are that, because they look at you. That's why it's very kind of dangerous for you as well, because you really kind of need to protect your energy, because you are so sensitive and so vulnerable to, I wouldn't say vulnerable, but more like prone to getting connected by the spirits. But of course sometimes spirits can be malevolent. Even like the souls here who have passed, they were like malevolent souls, malicious people who wronged others and all of that stuff. Sometimes you come in contact with such spirits, and that really, you know, that's not healthy for you, that's not good for you. So you people really need to protect, because you guys are like the star, you guys are like that North Star, you know. These souls, I'm just getting this message of this book I read, this book series I read a while back. It's called Charlotte Davidson series. It's about this person who's a Grim Reaper, but her light is so strong that all the souls automatically kind of get drawn to her. So I'm getting that same vibe for you guys, that your light is so strong that all the souls, be it good or bad, they get drawn to you, and they are always coming to you for help. Even, and sometimes those souls can even have like ulterior motives, and they're kind of just using you to get the job done. So I feel like you guys really, your strength is really tested at times, because it takes a lot out of you to kind of determine whether a soul is genuine and good as compared to, you know, or whether that soul is malevolent and out to hurt or harm anybody. So but yeah, so I'm just telling you guys that you need to protect your energy. And also with this Mother of Earth, like the Queen of Pentacles here, same energy. People look up, the spirits, not only the spirits, but even the people of this world, they look up to you to communicate with the other world. The other world kind of looks at you to kind of communicate with this world. So you guys are like look at this with this Emperor here. You guys can see this person's talking on the phone, trying to communicate with someone on the other end. Right? Similarly with you guys are doing your best. See, and she's taking down that message as well over here with this card. So I feel like that is literally what you guys have to do. Like, and it happens like really frequently. Probably like now as you grow up and you are coming more into your power, you're becoming more aware of yourself and your power, you would have noticed that these occurrences are like becoming more frequent. Every time you have to take down some message or the other, something comes calling, either from this end or the other end, but you are like this bridge. And yeah, but the thing is that this is also kind of telling me about your power, that how strong you guys are, that you're able to deal with it. Right now, if you're not, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't think that you are a bad psychic, or you don't know how to handle your power, or you're bad at this whole thing. No. The thing is that this power, this ability is so intense and it's so profound that it takes years upon years to master this. And sometimes, no matter how old you get, you'll never be able to master it. But getting a grasp on it, a solid grasp on it, of course, it's going to take time. So don't blame yourselves for it. Don't kind of think that, oh, God, I've been gifted this ability by the universe and I don't even know what to do with it, or I keep messing up, I keep getting the wrong message. Sometimes you guys might also feel that way, that you're getting the wrong message, but I feel like that's not the case. Sometimes if the message doesn't resonate with that person, maybe at that moment that message is not supposed to resonate. Maybe like later, as time passes, they'll understand what that message meant. So maybe that is something you guys also kind of face. You guys might be like, oh, I'm not able to guide people. I'm not able to give the correct message. Whatever I say doesn't resonate with anyone. But you would, if it's not resonating right now, it'll resonate like later on when that situation or the time is there. That is when those people are going to understand what you were saying. So don't kind of feel bad about yourselves, pile one. Your ability is really strong, and just kind of protect yourself in the process, because this is some powerful stuff that can, and if it's not dealt with in the right way, yeah, things can get a little crazy. Those malevolent spirits can try and take over you and really kind of mess up your life. So you guys kind of need to protect yourselves from that energy as well. So I feel like with this Three of Pentacles here, like I was saying, I was talking about a triangle. So if the people are trying to contact you, I feel like you also kind of and obviously when you're doing all of this, there's a lot of energy exchange happening, there's a lot that is being taken out of you. So I feel like you guys really need to have some sort of a healthy outlet, something creative, because this person's an artist doing art. So maybe you guys can use and do something creative, like writing or painting, something that makes you feel good, even if it's just singing. You're not a professional singer or anything, but you like to sing, and that helps you, makes you feel better. Kind of do that as a cathartic release, so that you guys can get out of this and not be consumed by this energy, because this is some powerful stuff, guys. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, we have bully. Okay. Light attribute highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay, let's see what else we have. Ooh, judge. We have Emperor energy. We have justice coming here. Okay, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. I told you, if there are souls that are wronged, they will come to you, because they'll be like, no, you have to tell this person to do justice to us. This person wronged us. I'm not saying that, you are there to decide who gets to live and who gets to not live, but people will kind of come and tell you and be like, tell them to kind of ask us for forgiveness or something. Tell us to kind of give an offering in our name or something like that. So people really expect you to be fair, both the worlds, both the entities. And then we have, Mystic. Reveled in intimate union with the divine. We have union here. We have the whole thing here. Yep. You guys are, I'm telling you, this is a gift. This is not something that you asked for. This is not something that you kind of, manifested for yourself. This is something that you're born with. And you guys might, and for some of you guys, I'm getting this message, pile one, that no other member of your family has this ability. That is why it's more difficult for you guys to kind of handle this energy and to kind of even believe that you're doing a good job of it. because no other person has it, right? So that is why I'm saying that this is more of a gift coming to you guys. It's not something generational. It's not something that has been passed down from your ancestors to you. No, this is something that the universe has given you because, yeah, I feel like the universe really thinks that you have the power to face these things. The bully energy. I'm not saying that you guys are bullies. Do not take it like that. That's not what it means. It just means that you are strong enough to kind of face these, because most of the times when you get contacted by the other side, it's scary. It's a terrifying experience, and people get so scared they never want to be in that position. Sometimes, usually this happens when a person is meditating, right? So if they get this kind of experience, they'll never meditate. They'll be like, not doing that ever again. So, but you guys are not like that. You got these experiences, these mystical experiences, and you were strong enough to handle them, right? You are strong enough to bring a balance between both sides. That is what you're here for. I feel like this gift is, you guys really need to work on it, and so that you can protect yourselves as well as help everybody else out. I feel like you guys are really crucial to the balance of energies, and helping the universe out. I feel like maybe that's why I'm not getting the message that you guys are connected to angels, because you yourselves are some sort of, obviously we have the mystic card here, so you guys are yourselves like mystical beings, and people who have been sent by the universe to help deal with this thing, so yeah, don't be scared, but just know that you'll be able to handle it. You are strong enough to do it. All right, so this is all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what psychic abilities you have. Okay, we have Mother of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands. We have Nine of Water, which is the Nine of Cups. We have Elemental of Fire, which is the Page of Wands. We have Nine of Fire in reverse, which is the Nine of Wands in reverse. And we have Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords. Okay, first off, you guys, Pile 2. Your psychic abilities. I feel like you guys have this strong affinity with the element of fire. And especially with candle magic, I'm seeing. And I feel like you kind of deal with even when it comes to the other world, like the other realm, I feel like you guys deal with things that normal people don't. They really don't. Like I'm saying, because we have Seven of Swords here. It talks about secrets. It talks about deception. I feel like you guys really thrive in darkness. Fire, you have this affinity with fire. You have this affinity with candle magic. I feel like you guys will do really well in those regards. But I feel like when it's completely dark, especially like on a moonless night or something, I feel like that is when your powers start coming through. I feel like you guys are able, and I'm just getting this message that for some of you guys, your eyesight is so strong that even in complete darkness, you're able to see things. You're able to make out things. And I just really am, I'm just getting, and also with this Page of Wands here, even though this is like the page energy, but this also kind of, it tells me that you're able to navigate your way out of problems. And I just feel like you guys are divinely protected, Pile 2. You guys are divinely protected. But I don't know, I'm just getting these really mixed messages. I just feel like you guys deal with a lot of secrets. I feel like you guys are able to glean people's secrets without them actually coming and telling you. You just know it. You will look at a person and you'll just know that, okay, these are the secrets they're hiding. Sometimes you scare people. You actually creep people out because they're like, how in the world do you know these things about us? We didn't tell you. We didn't tell you anything. And Even you don't have an answer. Sometimes people call you a liar. They say that you are such a liar. You don't know anything about me. You are just making stuff up. You know you're not. You're not making stuff up. No way. You are not. It's just that that's the ability. That's the ability that you guys have. You guys are able to see what the person is hiding. That's why there's like all this fire energy here. Like in the dark, you're able to kind of make stuff out. Whatever people are hiding, you know it. You are that candle. You are that flickering flame of knowledge. So that's why you know it. And people can try and hide all they want. They cannot hide from you. You will find them. You'll find them. You'll find out their secrets. You're very good at that. And you don't even understand how you do it. You really don't understand how you do it. And you guys can see with this card, 9 of Cups. 2 bull, like elephants, kind of pouring water on this goddess. This is the goddess of knowledge, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And this is the goddess of knowledge. So the water being poured on her head, it's literally like, mind being refreshed, mind kind of getting that power, all of those. So your mind is like that. You have this ability to gain knowledge out of nowhere. Some of you guys might even have an eidetic memory, like photographic memory. Very intelligent people, very intelligent, but I feel like your intelligence kind of transcends this physical world into the spiritual world. It kind of really transcends that. That's why you're able to get all the secrets. You are able to get the knowledge of the other world. You know things about the other world that people of this world cannot comprehend. They just don't have that level. I feel like you guys have gotten messages, literal messages, actual messages from the supernatural beings on other realms. They come and tell you what the other realms are like. They actually come and talk to you. And sometimes, and also this card is also kind of giving me this message of astral projection. That is another ability you guys have, pile 2, the ability to astral project onto different realms through your dreams. Some of you guys might be doing it through your dreams. That's why your dreams can be really freaky at times. You guys wake up really scared because you're like, what did I see? And sometimes they say how dreams are like a figment of your subconscious, like whatever your subconscious is dealing with, that is what manifests in your dreams. I feel like that's not the case with you guys. You guys literally get the knowledge of the other world. That's why your dreams are really crazy and they can be really scary at times, because you know that whatever you see in your dreams, your subconscious it's not something that your subconscious is coming up with, because those things that you see, they are out of this world. They are bizarre. They're just uncanny. They're just unreal. So that's why I'm saying don't kind of chalk it up to your subconscious going crazy. It's not that. It's literally like you guys getting messages from the other world. You guys are able to kind of travel to the other realms. That is why your dreams are so crazy, because it's your soul kind of seeing all of those realms coming up and exploring all the new realms, getting all the information, and then coming back into your body, and then you wake up. So and for some of you guys can actively astral project, like you do it deliberately. You guys can. If not, maybe if you want and of course having a professional by your side, you guys can try it, having practiced enough. I'm not saying go ahead and do it. I'm not saying that. You need to have that practice. You need to kind of work on tethering yourself to this world, tethering your soul to your body and all of that stuff. It's a lot of work. So if you guys are interested, try it, but don't think that, oh, this is something that you have to do. No, if it's something you're not comfortable with, don't do it. All right, but yeah, that's why your dreams are so crazy. So that's why you have the knowledge of the other world, and that's why sometimes you find yourselves feeling really alone, and you feel lonely because you're not able to talk about these things to your friends, to your family, to the people you know. You're not able to do that because you know that people are going to call you crazy. They will say, oh, you have an overactive imagination. They'll just talk it up to your, your imagination. So, but there's a lot that you have going on inside of you. That's why you have no choice but to keep secrets. Sometimes you're able to kind of even communicate with spirits who come and kind of confide in you. They tell you to keep their secrets. You deal with a lot of secrets, guys, and wow. And I don't know, I'm just getting, because this is a lotus flower over here. Lotus flower, if you know about it, you know that it comes out from the underground, like from the mud it blooms. So I feel like you guys are like that. You get your strength, or you're able to kind of, you're like this lotus flower. I feel like you guys have bloomed from the underground, and you are this source of nourishment essentially for not only the people around you but also the other souls. Like, they have someone to talk to. You're like their really nice human friend of Hell too. So I just, wow, this is really, like, really intense. And I'm sorry if you guys think that I'm having a hard time kind of talking about these things, because this is really powerful and I'm not able to find the right words to kind of communicate just how intense your psychic and abilities are, that you have such knowledge. Like, you guys can see with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all these, I feel like all, like, these candles, they are realms in their own way. So that's the vibe I'm getting, that's the message I'm getting. So, and you are like in the middle of it, you have access to all of them. I feel like sometimes once you have control over your abilities, maybe, when you're bored, you guys can take a trip somewhere. All right, and then we have Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. 10 of Cups. 4 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Wands. 9 of Swords. 8 of Wands talks about travel. Told you that astral travel, traveling to different realms, different energy zones. You guys can see with this Ace of Pentacles here as well. These rocks are being lifted. When do you lift rock? When you want to clear a space, or I don't know, these rocks are kind of giving me, they seem like houses to me, and you're like picking up a house, and picking up a rock, moving it to some other place. I feel like that is something that you guys can decide that, okay, this is the rock I want to explore, this is the world I want to explore today. Wow. And I feel like it's not only you cannot just astral project to the spiritual realm, but if you want, you guys can just astral project. Like, if you are in a certain country, you can astral project yourselves into another country. If you guys cannot physically go there, you guys can do that. Like, once you become really strong in this ability, you can actually astral project yourselves into another country and kind of, see what's going on. So, yeah, wow. And I just feel like with this 4 of Wands in reverse, this 9 of Swords, yeah, this is some chaotic energy coming through. So, of course, when you're dealing with so many secrets, when you're dealing with things that you cannot tell anyone because this rational world is going to call you crazy, it takes a toll on you. You guys can see there's so much stress over here. This person's not able to sleep because there are bats here, fairies here, spiders, and this, is that an eagle? Or is that a vulture? I'm not even sure. But this bird, everybody is kind of here surrounding this person. So oftentimes I feel like for some of you guys have had these experiences, Pile 2, but they kind of really scared you because it was really overwhelming for you. And sometimes it can get really overwhelming for you, even if now you're trying to kind of master this ability. there are times when it gets really overwhelming for you, because there are energies from different realms trying to communicate with you at the same time. So sometimes there's this buzzing inside your head, like in Twilight, when Bella asks Edward how it's like to be able to hear everyone's mind, and he says that it's like this constant chatter and there's no silence. I feel like that's how your mind is as well. There's this constant chatter going on inside your head, and it gets really upsetting for you. It gets really difficult for you to keep a hold on your sanity, because all the energies are going and trying to talk to you at the same time. You don't know who to focus on. You don't know which energy to focus on, what to listen to and what to kind of disregard. Because of course, when you have such a powerful mind, you're going to attract all sorts of energies, and that includes negative spirits as well. That includes spirits that will come and give you fake news, fake information. So yeah, I feel like you have your work cut out for you, pile 2, in regards to, you always have to kind of determine whether what the spirit is telling you is right or not, so yeah, it really takes a toll on you. It really makes sleeping difficult for you, because sometimes all of a sudden your dreams get so powerfully overwhelming that you wake up. That's why you're not able to go to sleep at times as well, because you're like, the moment you do it, all these energies start bombarding you. It's like an ambush, all of a sudden there's just an onslaught of energy, and you don't know what to do with it. So that's why with this 4 of Wands in reverse, I'm sensing there's a lot of chaotic energy within you. But I just feel like it's better to, with this 10 of Cups here, I just feel like maybe have a support system, I would say. Or maybe you can meditate in water, but like with fire being your element, maybe you guys can meditate over fire as well. But if you feel calmer with water, go ahead, do that. I'm just getting these 2 vibes. I'm just sensing like with this fire here, it's more of how you use kind of how fire is more of a communicative aspect for you. Like with the fire here, you're able to kind of communicate with the other realm, because you guys are like the light, but when it comes to your nourishment, your peace of mind, I feel like water is better for you. So yeah, so you guys can utilize both these elements to suit your needs, however it is. But I'm just getting this message that fire is more of, you kind of making that connection with the other world. It's more like that. Like if you're meditating over fire, you're easily able to kind of transport yourselves to the other world or to the other realms and experience what they're going through, explore new things, get more information. I feel like the flickering of a fire, you guys are really able to understand if you're doing rituals or something and it requires like fire or something like that, like candle magic, and you're able to tell what the dancing flame means. That's where you get your messages from. That is where you get your knowledge from. So, but when you want to like cleanse yourselves, wash away that dark energy, I feel like water is gonna be better for you. So yeah, I hope I've made myself clear. But also with this 10 of Cups here, I'm just sensing getting this message that having a support system is really important. I'm not saying that because, like I said, because the kind of stuff you guys know, you guys cannot tell anyone. But sometimes, your friends are there, they take you out, you hang out with them, you talk about just, irrelevant, insignificant, trivial things. So you feel better. You even if it's just like a distraction, you feel better, right? So that's why I'm saying that have a support system, have friends around you, have a group of friends, or have this connection. Like if you have a strong connection with your family, talk to them, like spend time with them so that you can feel better. You can kind of disengage yourselves from all this supernatural energy, and kind of ground yourselves to this world. So that's like just a little advice so that you guys can, remain okay. Okay, we have detective. Okay. Great powers of observation and intuition. desire to seek out the truth. That's why I'm saying you guys are able to explore different realms. So you guys are able to see that, okay, what is the truth? The stories that we hear, is there any truth to them? You have the ability to do that. That's why I'm saying astral projection is one of your strong psychic abilities. Okay, we have Fool, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Interesting. Servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. I'm getting this 10 of Cups energy here as well. I feel like and with the Fool here talking about laughter and everything, I feel like that is also something that can help you. And yeah, like when you're getting all these messages, a lot of times, it's a way for those people, for the entities, the spiritual entities, to kind of come and ask you for help. It could be a cry for help. Sometimes they just want to talk because they also get lonely. They also are like, okay, what's going on? So you act as this bridge between this world and the other world. If they're telling you about their world, maybe they kind of expect you to kind of tell them about yours, right? So there's this whole exchange happening. But I feel like with this card here, you guys, this really kind of gives me this message that how brave you guys are, that despite dealing with all of this all by yourselves, because I don't think you have anyone to talk to about this. If you guys do, you guys are very lucky. Very lucky you have a mentor to guide you in all of this. If not, and if you want to try any of this stuff, please get a mentor. Please don't just do this by yourself. It's not safe. But even then, like, despite dealing with all of this by yourselves, you care so much and you love others so much that you kind of try and put on a smile on your face. You do your best to make people laugh. And I feel like laughter is also something that can really help you as well. They say laughter is the best medicine, right? I feel like that can really help you kind of cleanse yourselves off of the whole dark negative vibe as well. You can keep your secrets. You have a lot of secrets to keep, but you are able to sense other people's, like I'm saying, you guys are able to sense people's secrets. We have this detective energy coming through. And if you are able to sense other people's secrets, pile 2, you are able to help them out. That's why the servant card's coming up. That's another ability that you guys have. Like I said that in the beginning of your reading, that you guys are able to sense other people's secrets. And because of that, you're able to help them out without them even knowing how in the world you know that this is what they need. Wow, very powerful people. You guys are magical beings, pile 2, right? So this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what psychic abilities you have. Okay, we have a 10 of Earth in reverse, which is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have Llamas, which is the Devil. We have Temperance, which is Ostara in reverse. 8 of Fire, which is the 8 of Wands. And then we have the Circle, which is the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, these reverse cards are clearly kind of telling me that and we also have like this 10 of Pentacles. Like, I'm just getting this underground feeling, and you guys can see with this 8 of Fire here, I just feel like you're first of all, with this card here, even though this is a fire card, but I'm just sensing this kind of blue, like, even though like this seems like water, but it's like a storm, and it's all very electric and everything. So I'm really getting this vibe from you guys, pile 3, that one ability that I don't know if you guys are going to call it a psychic ability, but more like a magical ability. It's to kind of influence the weather. You guys can really do that. You guys have the power to kind of manipulate the weather. You might have noticed that sometimes the weather kind of changes according to your mood, or it could also be that sometimes when you want a certain kind of a weather, it happens. You are able to manifest that. When you want a certain change in temperature, something, you want a completely different weather than what is being forecasted or something of that sort. You guys, your power of manifestation, your power of kind of telling the universe that, okay, this is the weather I want. I don't want it to rain, or maybe I don't want it to be so hot. I would wish for some rain or something of that sort. And it happens. It really happens. And on the other hand, I feel like in the midst of a storm, I feel like when there's thunder and lightning and a storm coming, I feel like you guys feel really powerful at that time. We also have the devil energy coming through for you. So something really tells me that storms, lightning, you guys are very electric. I'm sensing some really a strong Aquarius energy from you guys as well, which is all about like electricity and everything. So I'm really getting this message that you guys have this thing, and you might have noticed that around you guys, a pile 3, light bulbs explode sometimes, or sometimes whenever you're around, the wiring, the lights get really faulty. The lights will start flickering for no reason whatsoever. All of a sudden, there's this fluctuation in the voltage, and everybody's just like, "What's going on?" You sometimes, people might even jokingly blame you and be like, every time you come, something or the other happens with the electricity. So I feel like that is your energy. It's like so electric and everything that it really has the power to kind of influence the physical realm as well. So and also with this, you guys can see with the earth here, I'm getting some sort of like magnetic field vibe as well. The earth has a strong magnetic field, strong gravitational pull and all of that stuff. So I'm really getting this whole thing as well. That is why whenever you guys go around, something or the other happens with the lights and something or the other happens with the electrical appliances, it is because of your energy. You have this power inside of you. Yeah, so I'm really sensing this. And you might, your eye color or something of that sort, you might have a very electrical appearance as well, a very magnetic appearance. I'm getting this word magnet in my head. This word magnet, magnetic, all of these words are kind of popping in my head. So this really tells me that you have a strong power of attraction. You are able to manifest things really quickly. We have this devil energy, which corresponds to the sign of Capricorn, which is the earth energy. Earth is all about, manifestation, manifesting the material and all of that stuff. So I'm really getting this a vibe that you are able to kind of manifest things. And I don't know why. I don't know, I'm just getting some really surreal messages for you guys, pile 3. But you guys are also kind of, you have this natural affinity for crystals as well. Like those crystals that are the minerals and the crystals that are buried underground in the core of the earth. You guys have a strong affinity for those ones, those crystals and those minerals. Very strong earth-like energy coming up from you people. But I feel like when it comes to your element and all of that, I don't think electricity is or thunder is an element, but if it was, that would be your element. That is where you guys are the strongest. You guys are very powerful people. Every time you enter a room, you bring a very specific energy into the room. You actually shake up the world. You really have, like, this is Poseidon here with a trident and all of that trident. And Poseidon is known to be the god of earthquakes. So I just feel like you guys are able to sometimes sense earthquakes before they happen. You know how birds and animals are able to sense earthquakes or natural disasters before they occur? I feel like that is something that you guys are also able to do. Not to the extent the birds can, because birds have a more sensitive, they have more sensitive senses. But you guys still are able to, even the slightest tremors, which are barely felt by majority of the people, you guys are able to feel those, and you are able to just tell that, okay, something's gonna happen. Sometimes you just wake up and you know that something's going to happen. Some shift in the earth is going to take place today. Something of that. It doesn't always have to be an earthquake, but some shift is going to take place. Sometimes it could be a storm coming. And also because we have the storms here as well, so you guys can also sense storms coming as well. You guys can pick up the changes in the wind, and just warn your friends and be like, okay, I think something's going to happen. And sometimes your friends, they don't believe you, like your family, your friends, like the people around you, they don't believe you. Sometimes they would say that you're being paranoid, and all of that. But then lo and behold, I feel like it has happened a lot with you guys, that whenever you kind of sense this change in the temperature, change in the environment, you go and tell people. Initially they might not believe you, but then later on they just look at you with this shocked and horrified expression, that how in the world did you figure it out? How did you know that this was going to happen? That is the kind of energy you guys possess. You have a strong hold in terms of nature, like the shift in the earth that takes place. That's why this whole planet, like the entire planet, is showing up in your spread. This card didn't come up for any other, like this, like even if they're like the cards from this deck came from the for the other piles, the planet Earth, this whole planet wasn't there in any of the cards. So for you guys coming up, for you guys, this clearly tells me that, yeah, you have a strong affinity with everything that happens on this planet. Strong, you guys, that's where your psychic energy comes from, your psychic abilities come from. You're able to sense the shifts that take place on this planet. I'm not talking about you kind of being connected to people and sensing the shifts that are taking place within them. No, your psychic abilities are on a much grander scale, on a more macro scale, where you are able to sense, you are able to understand the movement of and the way the animals are moving around. When you can tell that, okay, some animals are frantically moving from one place to another, some birds are flying here and there, the animals are looking slightly panicked, what's going on? You're able to sense those things more than you being able to sense people's emotions and the changes in their chemistry. You are able to kind of sense the changes in the earth's chemistry, in the planet's chemistry. So that's why you're able to see that, okay, the earthquake's going to come, or God forbid, like a storm is going to come or something of that sort. You guys are able to kind of sense those things. Or sometimes it's just for some of you guys, it could only be like this bad feeling, this scary, heavy feeling in your chest, and you're like, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. So if that is the case with you guys, know that you're still coming into your power. You still have you still have a lot to learn and kind of work on, kind of honing the skill of yours. So sometimes for some of you, it's just like this bad feeling, and something is going to happen, some shift is going to take place. For others, you just know it, that if God forbid some nature is going to strike back, how it's going to strike back. You guys know that. That's how strongly you guys are connected to this planet. Pile 3. Let's see what else we have. Okay, we have a King of Pentacles, guys. I don't even... okay. 4 of Swords. 4 of Cups in reverse. 8 of Pentacles. And a Queen of Wands. You guys can see all this Pentacles energy coming through pile 3. This whole thing is talking about your connection to the earth, your connection to the planet, to the elements. Essentially, that is the whole thing with you guys. And you guys can see we have the swords here, we have the cups here, we have the wands here, we have the pentacles here. All 4 elements are here. Pile 3. That's what your psychic abilities are all about. Your connection to the elements. You are able to sense the shift. God forbid, even like the forest fire that take place during the peak of summer in certain parts of the world. You are able to know that, okay, this is what's going to happen. Wow. That is some powerful energy, guys. And like I was saying with this pentacles, you guys can see this person is doing pottery. Pottery is all about molding the piece of clay to a certain shape that you want. Like I was saying, sometimes you guys can even manipulate the weather. You guys can change the whole thing. You guys can manipulate the whole thing. You guys can change the temperature. If you want rain, it happens. For some of you guys, yeah, you guys do spells related to weather. If not, maybe those are the spells. Like if you're interested, I'm just throwing out suggestions here. That if you guys are interested in, I just feel like the spells related to weather are going to be very easy for you guys. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, every craft takes time to develop and everything, but I just feel like you guys will be really strong when it comes to elemental magic. Working with the weather and all of that stuff, working with weather deities or all of those things. Those are the ones that will be really kind of powerful for you, very easy for you to connect with, because that's where your gifts are. Your gifts lie in the natural makeup of this planet. It's not in the material, like it's not in the technology. You can mess around with technology. That's different, because like I'm saying, when you go around, sometimes technology goes haywire. It goes crazy. A lot of times people kind of say that you're bad luck for technology, because all the electrical appliances, they kind of get messed up when you use them. So people kind of say, oh, you're jinxed. You shouldn't touch electrical stuff because you just break them or something. So people just throw those kind of blame at you, but it's not your fault. Your energy is just too powerful, pile 3. So there's not much you can do about it other than just I feel like even if you tell people that this is the thing, they'll be like they might not believe you. So there's not much you can do about it other than just work on kind of honing your skills and working on them. And I just feel like you guys are really kind of there to kind of save the earth. I would say I'm more like not save the earth, more like it's protect the earth, take care of it, take care of the element. Like you guys can do well in terms of those environmental activities, like planting a tree or cleaning the ocean and all of that stuff. You guys can really kind of do that. I feel like that will kind of help the elements be more in your favor. Just kind of throwing out some helpful stuff for you guys if you guys really want to kind of improve upon these skills. If this resonates with you and you're like, okay, what can I do to improve this? Maybe kind of take care of the planet. Maybe that's what you're here for, to take care of your environment. To understand that, okay, what your environment needs and what it doesn't need, what's going to happen. Because the more people kind of try to build infrastructure or destroy the natural environment, the more and harder nature fights back. You've seen that with all the natural disasters taking place. It's because the protectors of this planet are kind of less, and the earth needs to be protected. The earth needs to be nurtured. And I feel like that is where you guys come in. You guys have a really strong role to play in the well-being of this planet. I'm not saying go out into the streets and start, defending the climate, like start, going like, okay, running a climate protection campaign or something. But yeah, you guys you guys have the ability to kind of help this planet. In the physical sense, I just feel like you guys are the ones who have it. And I don't know why I'm getting this message with this one here, like a Queen of Wands here. I just feel like, and you guys can see this lady is kind of trying to protect, I don't know, kind of holding her back with her hand and everything, like don't go near the fire and all of that stuff. I just feel like you also kind of try and tell people not to kind of harm the planet. If you see someone picking a flower, you'll tell that person, hello, don't do that, don't. You are strictly against people littering the ocean. You will be like, no, don't throw the trash in the ocean, don't do that. Anything of that sort. And even when it comes to fire, you actually protect the whole thing. You're like, don't misuse fire, don't kind of play around with it. It can be dangerous and everything. So you understand the elements like no other, pile 3. No other. That's how strongly you understand these elements. And you're able to even communicate with them. You're able to communicate with the earth, with the earth itself. You're able to communicate. You are like the earth will tell you something. You guys can understand the distress the world is in, like the planet. I'm talking about the planet is in. You know, when you can understand that, okay, whatever is happening, all the buildings taking place, all everything that's happening, it's causing distress to the planet. You are able to sense that. We have Four of Swords here. This is all about like taking rest, connecting with like your dreams and everything. You guys are able to sense those things. Very sensitive to nature. You guys are very sensitive to nature. Pile 3. Let's see what else. Ooh, we have Angel. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. As I'm saying, that's what you guys are. Angels for this earth. Ooh, we have Queen. Radiates the regal feminine, uses under benevolent authority to protect others. See, you guys are all about protection of this earth, of this planet, because this planet needs protection, guys. This planet needs help. And I feel like that's what you guys are here for, angels. Ooh, we have Don Juan. Okay, we have light spotlights, your positive, seductive qualities. Interesting. This is also, and we have the devil energy here coming through as well. This is also kind of telling me that you guys are very sensual as well, pile 3. Very in tune with your senses. And whenever you're doing something, whenever you're trying to do something, you kind of experience it with all your senses. Even if it is something as simple as drinking a glass of water, for another person is just like, okay, grabbing a glass, filling it with water, drinking it, and done. No, you guys will kind of cherish every drop of that water which you are going to drink. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You're going to taste it. Even though some people say that water doesn't have a taste, but people know that water tastes different. Everywhere, like different, it has different tastes if you really know what to look for. Water has that. You will look at it, you will really kind of experience it with all your 5 senses. That's how it is with you guys. That's why I'm saying you guys are very sensual. You guys are very in tune with your senses, and you guys are very much in tune with the elements of this planet. So everything that happens, you experience it full on. And I feel like sometimes that gets really overwhelming for you. You guys are, that word sensitives, like how you're really sensitive to the energy and to everything around you. That's what you guys are. I'm not saying you guys are crybabies or something, that all you do is cry and you guys are sensitive about what people say to you. Not that way. No way. You're not like that. It's just that you're sensitive in the sense that you experience everything with all 5 or 6 of your senses, and not only just your experiences, but you are able to understand exactly what nature is going through as well. So if when it comes to your psychic abilities, pay attention to your senses, like those clair abilities, claircognition, clairaudience, and all of those things. That's what you guys are. I'm not saying that you only have one clair ability. Some of you guys will have one, some of you guys will have more than one, but it's all like the clair abilities are the ones that are for you. Those are your abilities. So for some of you guys, you could have a little bit of all of them. For others, it could be just 2 or more, which are like really strong. The others are really weak. For some, it could be just 1, which is super strong. The others are dormant, or you guys just think that, okay, this one is enough for me. So those are the ones that are for you. Those are your abilities. So if you ever wonder what your psychic abilities are, pile 3, it's those clair abilities, any of those, because we have all the senses coming through for you guys. So when it comes to your senses, that's where your psychic abilities come from. They come from your senses, or not from your heart, or not from your emotions and all of that. They come from your senses, your hearing, your sense of smell, touch, everything, all 5 or 6 of them. All right, so this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what psychic abilities you have. Okay, we have Crown of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. Elemental of Earth, which is the Page of Cups. Then we have Maiden of Fire, which is the Knight of Knight of Wands in reverse. And then we have Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands. Okay, I'm getting some really warrior-like abilities from you guys, pile 4. Really powerful. Like you guys can see with this one here. Very strong warrior. Like I don't know if you guys were warriors in your past lives or not, but I'm getting some really strong, really powerful, like as if you guys are just born to be powerful, you know. That's the energy that that I'm getting for you guys. You guys are literally like this. You guys can see there's this ray of light coming on this card. There's this darkness around and there's this ray of light, and with also this Knight of Fire over here, Maiden of Fire, this candle thing. That's how you guys are. You guys are literally like the hope for people, for everything, basically, for this world, for the supernatural world, everything. You guys are the hope. You guys are the ones who are here to bring change. You are the catalyst for change, I would say, pile 4. And I'm also getting this message that your psychic abilities have kind of shifted over time. When you were young, like when you were a kid or something, you would have kind of had a different psychic ability. And now, as you've gotten older, you're growing up, you've noticed that, you know, your psychic abilities are changing. For some of you guys, it's a really drastic change where this one ability that you had as a child, that ability is no longer there. And instead of that ability, there's something else altogether. And then the next phase of life, that previous ability just disappeared somewhere and a new ability took place. It's not like that you kind of ignored those abilities and they just vanished because you weren't working on them. It's just that, you know, this all of a sudden you just either didn't feel connected with that thing, or all of a sudden you were practicing those things when you realized that it's no longer happening. Like, for example, let's just take the example of automatic writing, for example. Okay, like at one phase of life you got this ability to do automatic writing, you know, and you did a lot of it. But then as you grew up, you know, it changed. Like one day you just sat down to do some automatic writing and nothing came to you, or you just found it really difficult to focus or something, you know, something or the other happened. And then you tried practicing some other day, didn't happen, and you were just like, you know, is that ability gone? No, it's not gone. It's just been taken over by another ability. Then you realize that, okay, now you're more into, for example, say divination and all of those things. And I feel like that is one of the abilities that you guys have. I'm getting this message that the ability to kind of, you know, to do divination, that is one what do you call it, psychic abilities that you guys have a pile for, because we have this ability to of change coming through. So I don't know, I just feel like your abilities have shifted over time. And for some of you guys, and I feel like that's how it's going to be for you guys. You guys are meant to have a lot of different psychic abilities, but obviously when you have too many of those, it can get overwhelming to the point where it's not safe for you guys. So the universe, keeping that in mind for you guys, kind of gives you one ability. You guys explore it, you guys work on it, because we have element of earth here, which is the page of pentacles here. So this clearly tells me that whatever new ability you get, you guys explore different abilities. It's not just one ability that you focus on. That's why I'm saying your abilities, the strength of your abilities keeps changing and shifting, because we have this card of change coming through, 5 of Wands. The number 5 coming through, it's all about change and everything. So this clearly tells me that one, you experiment with different abilities. Some of you guys are doing divination, scrying, you know, some automatic writing, some clear abilities, astral projection, spells, all of those things, whereas others are, you know, doing something else. I just literally like more, some of you guys are more connected to the elements, whereas some of you guys are more connected to maybe your ancestors or something. So whatever it is, I feel like your you guys, pile 4, have a journey of psychic abilities. All right, You're not gonna be stuck to one psychic abilities for the rest of your lives. It's not gonna be like that for you. And I feel like it's not like that for the majority of people, because as you grow, your abilities grow. But sometimes, you're just born with certain abilities that are there with you throughout your life. Even if you try to dabble in other abilities, it doesn't really work out. You're just born for that one particular thing. You guys are not like that. For you guys, it's going to be a transition from one thing to another. So don't kind of feel bad that, oh, you're not gifted with one thing. No, the reason you're able to kind of work with all these different abilities is because you're born for that. Your energy is so versatile and it's so malleable that the universe is like, okay, so the universe kind of molds you and your abilities according to what is needed for this world. All right, that is why I'm saying you guys are the catalyst for change. You guys are the change. Your psychic ability, I feel like, is to bring change. You would have noticed that wherever you go, whatever you do, consciously, subconsciously, something ends up changing. You end up changing the lives of people. Sometimes you end up manifesting a change in your own life. Sometimes you do it voluntarily, like you are actively working to kind of bring that change in your life. Sometimes it just happens, like a slight thought comes in your mind that, oh, I wish things were different. Just like that. Some out of the blue, it's gonna come to you and you don't even really wish for it. Like, for example, your life is like comfortable, you're doing okay, but then all of a sudden you just get this thought that, oh, I wish something was different. Just that mere thought, something you're not even putting your energy into, is enough for change to kind of manifest for you guys. That's how powerful your energy is, pile 4. So that's why I'm saying, just be a little careful about what you guys wish for, because you guys have the ability to kind of make it happen. Sometimes it happens that, you set something in the heat of the moment or something, and it happened, which you kind of later regretted. You were like, okay, I did not mean for that to happen. But of course, when you say something, when you wish for something, the universe is not gonna see whether you mean it or not. The universe is like, okay, this is what you want, you're gonna get it. That's how powerful you guys are. That's why I'm saying one of your psychic abilities is to manifest things into the material world. That's why this card is here. This page of Pentacles is here, because it's all about manifestation. It's all about working to kind of bring things into the 3D reality. So yeah, guys, be careful, pile 4, about what you wish for and what you really want to manifest, because yeah, you guys can make it happen. You guys can actually make it happen. With this water here, Ace of Cups, that card is all about overflowing, like abundance, overflow of new emotions and all of that stuff. So like the word new beginning and all of that stuff, that's what you guys are for. That's what your abilities kind of are for. They're here to bring change. So sometimes people might not be very fond of you guys in particular, pile 4, because you're all about, you are all about telling people to kind of get out of their comfort zone. You are telling people that, okay, you cannot just live this life. This is not helping you. You're meant to progress. You're meant to move on. You are meant to kind of level up. So people don't really like that about you, because sometimes, people get really comfortable in their zone. Like they're all okay in their comfort zone. They do not want to get out of it. So when you're born to bring change, when your psychic abilities are there to bring change, of course, people are gonna be very uncomfortable around you guys. So just a little heads up that it's not your fault. You don't mean for anything bad. You're just there to kind of, help people rise above and help people level up. That's what you guys are here for. You guys really help people progress in life. You are there to bring a new beginning in people's lives. So whoever you come across, pile 4, that person is meant for a change. That's why they come across you, because you are meant to bring some sort of a change in that person's life. I mean, every time we meet someone, yeah, they have an impact on our lives. But you would have noticed that not everybody has a strong impact. Not everybody that we meet in this life will kind of change our lives. Not everybody has that. So when it comes to you guys, when people meet you, yeah, they're meeting you because you're meant to bring a big change in their lives. Now, it's positive or negative, that depends on that person. It's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong or something of that sort. So don't kind of blame yourselves for it, okay? And then we have Knight of Wands. Oh, we have it coming again for you guys. Guys, bringing change. We have the Hermit. Okay. The Fool. We have Two of Chalices, which is the Two of Cups. And we have a Six of Chalices in reverse, which is a Six of Cups in reverse. So with the Fool here, the Hermit energy, this one, this Crone of Earth, all of these cards are kind of giving, and also with this Ace of Water, it's kind of giving me the vibes that pile 4 for you guys, it's better to have a solitary practice. You know how some people have, like, they form groups, covens and all of those things to practice their spiritual abilities, their psychic abilities and magic and everything. I feel like for you guys, more of a solitary practice is recommended, because I feel like that is where you are the strongest. Because I feel like I'm saying, you guys, your energy is not something that everybody can get accustomed to, because you are changed, you're different than other people. So if you come along, there are a lot of times, and with this here, I'm also sensing some sort of unconventional stuff. You guys, if you guys, suppose you guys practice spells or rituals or something, you have your own way of doing things. You have a very eclectic approach of doing things. So a lot of times, if you are doing this in a group, if you're practicing with a group, they will kind of have objections, and they will kind of tell you how to do things. They might not be okay with the way you do things, because like I'm saying, you are unconventional, you're different, you are the unique one. Right? So a lot of times people, if you're doing it with a group, it's not going to help you, because when you're doing it by yourself, you're able to explore more, right? And I feel like with this card here, because this is the element of earth, and you guys can see this person's kind of hidden underground. You know, this person's not out there. That's why this ray of light is coming from some crevice. And, so this also kind of tells me that a lot of your powers, a lot of your psychic abilities, pile 4, they're hidden at this point. And slowly you guys are going to come into it, because page energy is all about, exploring your abilities. That's why I'm saying you guys will that's why I would kind of recommend you guys to explore different options as well. If you do not kind of vibe with just one, like you're doing divination, for example. You read tarot card, but then at the back of your mind, there's this voice that tells you that maybe you should practice something else, try something else, So if that is something that happens to you guys, there is a voice that keeps telling you to try new methods, try something new. Maybe try astral projection, maybe try automatic writing or something. Go for it, try it, because I feel like if there's a voice inside your head, that's pretty much the universe kind of telling you that, hello, you're meant to do other stuff as well. You're not just meant to read tarot cards. Try something else, try runes maybe, or try something completely different. Try a spell, for example, So yeah, you guys are meant to do something completely different. You guys are meant to have your psychic abilities. I cannot even say that, I cannot label you guys that, okay, this is your psychic ability, because your abilities are a mixture and an amalgamation of very different things. Probably for some of you guys use tarot cards to cast spells. You guys mix and match different abilities to get the result, right? So so sometimes when you're reading tarot cards, you like to meditate on different elements. Maybe you like to have a candle lit and you are meditating on fire, as well as reading tarot cards, for example. So for you guys, it's very, I cannot pinpoint and be like, this is it. This is for you guys. I'm sorry if you guys are like, this is not what I was here for. I wanted something specific. You guys are not meant for something specific, pile 4. You guys are meant to have your own practice. You guys are meant to have your own thing. And don't kind of think, like, look around the mainstream media and be like, oh, my practice is not like this, so maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I'm not as psychic as I thought I was. No. No. You are psychic. You have the ability. It's just that it's meant to be different. You're meant to do it in your own way, whatever you're comfortable with. You're not meant to follow the path. Like, you're not meant to follow other people. You're meant to carve your own path. You're meant to explore new abilities. So never kind of think that, okay, I read tarot cards, this is it. This is my ability. Don't ever kind of limit yourself or put yourself in a box and be like, okay, this is it. This is my ability and this is all I'm going to do. No, you guys, like I'm saying, you guys are meant to explore different things. You guys are meant to do a lot of different things. So this also tells me that your psychic abilities kind of branch out into different territories. And when it comes to abilities, there are so many of them, so many abilities, right? Some of you guys can connect to different entities, maybe try and do that. Or when it comes to self-care, maybe that is where some of you guys thrive. When you're doing self-care, that is when, you know, all these messages start coming through. When you're by yourself, you are just doing your own thing. That is when things happen. But I just feel like instead of with a group, do it by yourself. Like, practice all of this by yourself. That is when you'll be able to discover your abilities even more and kind of have your own, craft your own thing. You don't follow other people. You're not meant for that. You might have noticed that when you try to do what other people are doing, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for you. It could be working for all the other 10 people in the group, but it's not going to work for you because, yeah, you're meant to have your own thing. You're meant to go within. The power is within you with this Hermit card here. It's inside of you. You guys can see there's this sword thing. It's inside the cup. Your potential and your abilities are limitless. That's what I would say to you guys, pile 4. I will not say that, okay, these are your abilities. This one, and this one. No, they're endless. You guys can see that we have no idea where this cup is ending or how much water is in there. Similarly, we have no idea that how much ability you guys have and where your abilities end. Does it even have a limit? What is the limit to your potential? Nobody knows except the universe, and the more you explore, then you'll know. Let's see what else we have. Okay, we have Beggar. Confronts empowerment at a level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility and compassion and self-esteem. Interesting. Very interesting. King. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Like I'm saying, you guys are meant to bring change. You know, you are meant to empower people because you are able to empower yourself through your psychic abilities. I feel like a lot of times you are able to sense a weakness in a person, pile 4. You're able to just sense it. The person doesn't have to come and tell you. You will look at a person and be like, okay, this is this person's weakness. It could be love, it could be money, it could be knowledge, whatever. You are able to sense people's weaknesses, and you guys are so pure in terms of your energy, pile 4, that instead, like somebody else in your place, they would kind of, you know, use that person's weakness against them. But you know what you guys do? You get to know a person's weakness, you will you will do your best to kind of turn that weakness into a strength. Like, you're all about empowering people. That's why this word is coming through. You know, you're all about empowering people. You're like, okay, that's why you make such a good leader. You have this ability as well. I'm not saying this is a psychic ability. I'm just saying that you guys have the power to be leaders because, one, you are bringing in change. First of all, only someone who has the power to deal with the onslaught of, you know, the consequences of change has the courage to kind of take the action. So I feel like that's what you guys are here for. Like, you guys are here to bring change, but at the same time, you have the power to kind of deal with the consequences of it as well. That's what, you know, you will make such a fine leader, pile 4. Very fine leaders. Ooh, then we have Mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. Wow. I just feel like this is kind of giving me vibes at how you guys are able to kind of mediate between this world and the supernatural world, like the mystical world, the mystical realms. You are able to kind of mediate between them because, like, I'm just like, we have King here and then we have these kind of cards coming up on either side of it. So this really tells me that you're meant to be leaders. You're meant to, even in the spiritual world, you're meant to kind of bring a change. through your abilities. That's why I'm saying explore all the abilities that you have. You never know which one you might require to bring a certain amount, kind of change, to bring a balance between people. And this is also kind of, this mediator card is also telling me that you kind of need to bring a balance between all the abilities that you guys possess, because like I'm saying, you guys possess multiple abilities. So if you're just focusing on a couple of them and ignoring the rest, you would feel incomplete. You'll be like, no, I'm not doing the right thing. I'm not, something's wrong. I don't feel okay. I feel like something is lacking in my practice. What's going on? It's because you're ignoring the other things. So that's why the moment you start focusing and giving equal attention to all these abilities, I know it can be exhausting. I'm not saying do it and use all your spend all your day just doing all of this. No, I know you have work, I know you have responsibilities, but I'm just saying that don't just neglect your abilities. Whenever you get the time, focus and try and practice each and every one of them. Don't limit yourselves, pile for your potential. Your psychic abilities are literally limitless. All right. So this is all I have for you, pile 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.